Good evening. My name is Leonard J. Parker Jr. I'm a retired teacher coach from the Louisiana Public School System of 30 years. This is another episode of Ain't No Way This Happening, where you figure out if the stories I'm telling are true or false. And, like before, ain't too many times I'm going to be lying. Our first episode, or both of these episodes, deal with altercations in school systems. Students getting into fights. The first one is at a school where they had what you call pre-game meal. That's when, before the game, students eat a meal so they could have some food and they have some energy for the game. But in this particular situation, it was the cheerleaders and the band. So while the cheerleaders and the band was eating, a couple kids didn't get a pre-game meal. So that made some of the students a little upset and angry. It made other students laugh because they wasn't able to get no food because the food ran out. Okay, and it was between the cheerleaders and the band. So you had the cheerleaders and the dancers in a group, and you had the band in a group. And the band must have ate a little bit too much food, so some of the cheerleaders and the dancers didn't get food. So that started a little tension. Well, you had the game, and once the game was over, you had some people say a few nasty things to each other, like, y'all can't play anyway. Y'all don't play good music. Y'all don't play loud enough. From the cheerleaders and the dancers. And then you had the band say, well, y'all can't dance too good. Y'all don't cheer too good. And before you know it, you had a melee between 50 band students and about 30 or 40 cheerleaders and dancers, and they was fighting each other like crazy after the game. Now, wow. Now, these people on the same team, they go to the same school, and you got a cheerleader and dance group fighting a band group, which is supposed to be the support mechanism or support organization for the football team and other teams at the school. They're supposed to be the spirit of the school, and they getting into a fight with each other. Do you think this really happened? You have to decide. Our next altercation or fight is at graduation. Now, if you look up on YouTube, they got a lot of fights at graduation right now. You say you wait for 12 years to graduate, and then the last day of graduation, you have a fight. But see, what a lot of students are doing is this. If I get into a fight before graduation, I will not be allowed to graduate. So I'm going to get into a fight after I get my diploma. Boy, students are really intelligent for the wrong reasons sometimes. But it had a different twist in this fight, because this fight was a prank. So supposedly, it was a stage fight. So you had this graduation at this very large school. And then after the graduation, or after they got their diploma, a fight broke out. Or many fights broke out. And they broke out inside the auditorium, outside the auditorium. And if you would see this, you would be like, they really fighting. So you got your grandma and your grandpa, your aunties and uncles and mamas and dads dressed all in black, their nice clothes, and they trying to break these fights up at this school. But it wasn't really a fight, because the students say, no, it wasn't. It was a prank. We wasn't really fighting. But if you see it, it really looked like a fight. So you have to decide. Would a group of students stage a prank at their high school graduation to make it look like they fought? And all their parents dressed in nice clothes? Would something like this really happen? You have to decide. The first situation, cheerleaders and dancers fighting the band. And also, a prank graduation fight after graduation. You make the decision. This is Leonard J. Parker signing out.